Well, hello, everyone. I am Charley Willis, a mental health therapist.
I'm Ronald Willis, a marriage and family therapist, and today another exciting episode with the relationship connection. We putting it down, y'all. This one we're looking at: should my best friend move in? Slam dunk decision for me. But anyway, let's watch this video.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? Man, it's been a minute, bro. I'm telling you, you ain't changed, man. A little while, Yeah, you got a little something going on here. But other than that, man, you still look the same. Oh, you too, man. You looking good. Come on in. Hey, so glad to see you, man. Hey, man. I appreciate what you're doing. I'm trying to figure out how you get my number and call me. Oh, man, you know, IT guy, but you know how. Oh, man, all right. This is great, man. This is beautiful. Do some things. Appreciate it, man. This is nice. This is my wife, Charley. Charley, this is Frank. How you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, good to meet you. Good to meet you.
So, Frank, when you always talk about.
That's right, man. We've been on how long, man? Man, since we was 5, man. Back in the day, we go way back. College, man. Did it all, man. Man, back in the day, they used to call you Big Red. Yeah. You used to be talking. That's right. But, you know, we changed a little bit. We grew up a little bit. No, you changed, man. The same. Get my life right, you know what I'm saying?
Great. So what's up with the suitcase?
Frank needed a place to stay.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
What?
He needed a
I need a place to crash.
He needed a place to stay, man.
Trying to get back on my feet, you know.
And I said he can stay with us for a couple of days.
Yeah.
We go way back, man. It's cool people.
I don't eat that much, you know.
Cool people.
I'm just.
Well, anyway, excuse me.
I don't know about eating.
Hey, she wants you, bro.
I talked to you for a second.
Okay.
That'd be cool, man.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. You know, Shaq like she ain't know. You know what I'm saying?
We got you hooked up, man.
Are we straight?
That's right, man. I got you, your boy, man. I got a house.
I mean, hey,
you got a house.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
about. That's love, bro. That's love. That's love. Appreciate that, Charlie. Thank you.
Well, welcome back to RCRC. That is the Relationship Connection, where we equip, empower, and educate couples on how to thrive in their relationships. How? Through candid conversations right here on this platform.
That's right. And don't forget to make a contribution to our Cash App at First Focus Faith. And be watching by YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Do it all because we need it all, y'all.
Yes, indeed. All right. So this video, well, let's get into the clip first, as we do. The best friend.
Slam dunk decision to me. My best friend need a place to stay. I got a place to stay. Guess what? He can move on in.
Yeah.
No problem, y'all. No problem.
Yeah, that is the problem. Yes.
Around the way, I've been knowing him longer than I've been knowing you, Charlie.
That doesn't matter. You're not married to him. And as you can see, I was somewhat surprised about this decision that was already made prior to discussing.
I am the man of the house.
With me. That does not mean, the man of the house. I am the woman of the house. And
the man of the house make the man of the house makes the decision.
And ladies, as we often say, yes, you are the leader. However, I am in charge. So that changes the way things should be. So no, really, I was surprised because first of all, I only knew this guy from casual.
This guy, he's my best friend, Charlie.
Casual discussions.
You probably wouldn't even know me.
Anyway, and it did appear to be that there have been some years before you guys have connected. So a lot can happen in a few years. So we
the best friend connection don't change.
Well,
That's right. He's my
People-
best friend 20 years ago. He's my best friend today.
people do change. And then also, this is our home, not your home.
Excuse me.
Again.
All right, you got me there. You got me there.
All right, guys.
My house is your house.
Su casa.
Oops. It's not my house.
Mi casa.
It's our house, y'all.
Yes, I don't know if any of y'all out there have experienced such an issue as this. However, you know, in some households or some couples, this may be fine. You know, oh yeah, that's fine. Your best
Come
friend,
on
bring
in.
come on
No
in.
problem.
Yeah, there's a
My
problem
spouse,
here.
you got a problem.
Yes,
And did we solve the problem in the clip?
It probably will be continued.
It would be continued because that was some shouting, some arguing, some yelling going on. We did not agree. Okay. And then I still came out and said, hey, you got a place to stay, dude.
The nerve.
That nerve, man.
Right. Okay. All right. So
the question is, should I allow my best friend to move in? That's the question. And I think when you have that question, you need to go to the scripture. What we got, Charley?
All right, so Hebrews 13:16 says, and do not forget to do good and to share with others, for with such sacrifices, God is pleased.
Sound like I made the right decision, y'all. God is pleased because I'm helping someone else. And don't forget to do good and to share with others. And that's what I was doing with my homeboy. I was sharing.
Okay. And as often happen, we take scripture and make it out to what we would like it to be. So it's true, in fact, that we should do good. We should do good and we should share with others and make sacrifices.
For God is pleased.
God is pleased. However, in this concept, there's more that should be.
I think we need to read another scripture. That's what I think.
There's more that should be discussed.
I need some help.
All right, I'll lay another one.
What else we got?
So Proverbs 19:17, and this is the NIV version if I haven't said it before. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. And this is also true.
Decision. I was being kind to my best friend.
However, again, this is in different context, I feel.
The Lord will reward me. That's what the scriptures say.
Yeah, it does. It says the Lord will reward us for our kindness and things that we do for others.
Another slam dunk decision. That means that my house is your house, our house is your house, and the house is your house.
Again, so as we've stated before in other videos, we want to talk about some things that you should consider, especially with this incident.
I feel some resentment still going on. Are we still doing the clip? Are we still in the bedroom arguing?
No. So for me, best.
All right, let's look at things.
Let's look at some things to consider. So we talked about what the Bible says. We talked about two scriptures as we stated here, but some things we need to look at in again, as I like to say, this is not the all of all, but you guys add to the comments and let us know. Let us know if you even went through this at all. So, how long does your friend realistically? Because he said a couple of days, but he had a suitcase, not an overnight bag, but a large suitcase. So realistically, how long is he planning on staying?
Yeah, I think that's a really good thing to consider because oftentimes when someone needs a place to stay, they minimize the time. So I need some truth going on. Like you said, that bag was more than 2 days worth of.
Who knows what he got out in the car?
Right. And then what is going on? Okay. So definitely, both parties, and when I say both parties, you and I need to have an understanding what or how much time does he need, and don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah,
the truth.
because that's when you get into
don't tell
trouble.
me you need 2 weeks and you really need 6 months.
Right. That's when we get into trouble. We liberally say, "Oh yeah, you can stay. Say
I
how
only for a
long you
couple
need to stay.
days.
Come on,
I only for
yeah,
a couple
come on
days
in."
and stuff, right? Because once they move in, hard for them to move out. So you want to make sure that we have the same guideline, the same time frame. So we won't be looking at each other sideways when you say you need 2 weeks and you're still there. That's right.
Right.
Okay. So we definitely want to consider that and tell me the truth. I can handle the truth.
Right. So I'm just gonna throw the I won't say flat, but we'll get to the more juicy stuff toward the end. So we want to look at how long they realistically want to stay. And even when we figure out that, the next one, I would say number 2 is what's the plan? Have you even talked about a viable plan when they get in? Because he said he need a couple of days. Who takes a couple of days to get back on their feet? You see what I'm saying?
So, curious mind wants to know.
Right. So in talking and having that discussion about how long you need to lay at my crib or whatever. Yeah, what is going on?
If he need a place to stay and he does not have a job and he need a job to get a place to stay, he need more than a couple of days.
That would be the third point.
Because he need to get a job. Okay, and then what kind of job is he looking for? Is the job he's looking for is going to pay enough money to get him a place to stay? He may get a job and still have enough money to get his own place. Okay, and if you have no money, you got to pay that security deposit.
Right.
So you got to save up the money. Now, first you got to get a job.
If you don't already have one,
then you got to save up the money.
That's the third point.
So is that 2 days?
A couple of days to get back on his feet.
Is that a couple of days?
And here again,
it sounds like about a year to me.
Well, the discussion may have happened between y'all, somewhat of a discussion, but I was left out of it because he said a couple of days. So to me, what's a couple of days?
I was excited to hear from my homeboy.
Really
he needed a place to stay. Hey, I'm trying to rise to the occasion because the Bible says, "Be kind." Don't forget to do good. So, hey, I'm trying to help my homeboy out. However, you don't want to help your homeboy out and hurt your spouse.
All right.
Who comes first?
Okay. Yeah. Right. So, in essence, what you were talking about is him looking for a job. And again, the third point we're walking into, what does he currently have a job? Yeah. What does that look like?
Have a job? How much money you making? How much money you need? What's going on?
How stable is that going on right now?
Why are you in this position? Did you have a fight with your spouse and you just need a couple of days to cool off? What's really going on?
Right. So here again, these things can be left out when you're just trying to help somebody out. All right, whether they're friend, family, or whomever. This is
you got to consider all these things.
You have to consider all of this.
I got caught up in the excitement of the moment of not seeing my friend for so many years that I easily say yes without having any of these tough conversations that need to occur.
Then once you get them in, they have a good time, all that's going on. And then when you start seeing some things you don't like, now you want to try to have this conversation.
It's different than knowing someone versus living with someone.
Right.
That is different. Yes, I've been knowing my homeboy since we was 5 years old, but have I ever lived with him? Probably not.
Kind of like y'all did some other things together.
Yeah, we did some other things, but living with someone is different versus just knowing them. So what else we got, Charlie?
So the other things we want to consider is, for me, that I feel like, and I touched on it a little bit earlier, that you knew each other years ago, right? You had, people change.
People change.
Yeah. What type of person is that? Yeah. What type of person is that now?
Is he now? Or maybe people don't change. Maybe I was drinking and smoking and chasing women 20 years ago, and I'm still doing it.
You mean him? Because you said I.
I'm using me as an example of illustrating my point.
Okay.
I'm not saying me specifically though. Okay. So yeah, maybe I didn't change because ultimately you do need to change the behavior and the thought process you had in your 20s should not be the one you have in your 40s and 50s. And if you have not changed from those thoughts or behaviors, then something else is really going on.
Yeah, and what kind of
So
influence?
it could be a no change or a change.
Right.
Which one is occurring?
And what kind of influence would that be on you?
Yeah, he's still acting like he's in his 20s. Yeah. But some people have a challenge with getting older and they still want to act like they're in their 20s, or they maybe in their 50s. At least some guys. I don't know about the women, but some people have a challenge with that. I don't want to act old. I don't want to be old. Well, that's not a lot of choice. It's only two choices.
Yeah, but
and I think the one choice you probably don't want.
Right.
So you're gonna get old.
So, but how? Again, my question is, how influential is he on you in negative behaviors?
Right. Because, we was excited and shaking hands and stuff, and it was all good in the beginning. But then, is he gonna wreak havoc in my relationship and influence me to do some things that I should not be doing?
Yeah, going out and
he
what have you?
Man, she got shackles on you. You should be able to do this and you should be able to do that.
And then you hear the ill statement of, you need to check your woman.
Yep. So I think that should go to another point, the strength of your relationship.
That is correct.
I think that's the biggest one, probably.
The strength of the strength of our relationship.
Of our relationship, right. The strength of our relationship.
Moves in, yeah.
Is it strong enough for someone of the opposite sex to come in our home? That's a question that needs to be answered. Because you've got insecurities, jealousies, and things going on, and some trust issues going on. I don't think of someone of the opposite sex come in your home and stay with you, because they're only going to heighten those things. Those things are going to be looked at in such a way like, why is Charley over there talking and laughing with Frank? If I'm insecure, I got mistrust going on, I'm going to start having some negative thoughts about that. Okay. Why it seemed like Charley enjoyed Frank, spending time with Frank more than me. What is going on? And she found him attractive and not me. He's making her laugh.
Laughing at his jokes,
at his jokes. And them jokes ain't even funny. So if you got some situations going on in your home, you got to identify, is my relationship strong enough for someone of the opposite sex to come in our home? Because if not, it's going to wreak havoc, discord, dysfunction, distrust.
Come on, this is real talk. Because even if it was the other way around and a female friend,
right?
Don't want to put clothes on, don't like clothes,
half dressing and stuff,
all kind of stuff.
You and I may not have things going on in the bedroom. We may not be having sex. Who knows what's going on in our relationship, right? And then someone else come in that's half dressed and maybe attractive and stuff, right? That increases some temptation. Those things could occur. And you have to be real with your relationship and how this person can come in and impact your relationship. Now, if your relationship is strong, right, and tight, then probably you can handle those things, because now I'm not worried about it. My relationship is tight. My relationship is right. I trust my partner. I know things are not going down in this household because our relationship is on point.
Good. And it makes me think about something a friend of mine years ago. So again, now the next point we're talking about is, what type of relationship, if any, does your best friend have with your
when I move to this point?
Yes, we're moving to this point, because that falls right into this. What type of relationship does your best friend or the person who's moving in have with your spouse, if any? Because there are some people who have grown up together as friends.
That's right.
What's the movie? Best Man Holiday.
Best Man Holiday.
These people grew up together in college and swapping folks and stuff like that a little bit in that movie. But some of this stuff goes on for real.
Right.
It goes
can
on.
Occur. Another part of that is that maybe your spouse don't like your best friend. Okay, you got to consider that. If my spouse do not like my best friend, then perhaps the decision to allow that person to move in our home is a no, because I'm gonna create friction into the most important relationship outside of God, is with my spouse. So I don't want my best friend coming in creating havoc and friction in my home, even if I don't understand why he or she do not like my best friend, because I have to honor their feelings.
And this can easily happen.
Talk about it.
This can easily happen.
You know, and if he or she does not like your best friend, there's a reason. There's something going on. Okay, maybe the best friend is a bad influence. Maybe the best friend look at your spouse the wrong way that makes them not feel comfortable being around them. Okay, maybe the best friend shows some disrespect, and you don't see it, but they see it.
Right.
So you have to consider all those things before you make this decision to allow your best friend to move in. It does not matter how long you have been knowing him. What matters is what's the best thing to do for your relationship at this particular time.
Yeah, okay? Definitely.
You're not coming to my home wreaking havoc. No, you're not, Frank. Yeah. I done changed my mind. You're not coming to my home wreaking havoc.
Yeah, changing up stuff.
You got your little smooth beard going on. No, stay outside.
Not picking up after yourself, just doing what you want to do.
What are they? They're not needing stuff, leaving.
I mean, that's something that's against you.
That's something else going on. You know, what do they have a perception of stuff because they live in a home that my spouse should wait on you?
What? I'm cooking meals, extra meals. I don't even want to cook
for my best friend. He's eating it up and drinking and stuff. Okay, no. Matter of fact, Frank, get out. You can't move up in here. I changed my mind, man.
Yeah.
What else we got?
So that makes us want to look at the trust that you have. I mean, I'm thinking you had some trust. If you already made the decision for him to move in, you had some trust.
I've been knowing him for a long time, man.
But does that trust ever change?
It could. It
could. Because they may have some seedy behaviors.
Everybody has secrets.
Seedy, not secrets. But they may have some ill behaviors that they're doing or engaging in now.
Those are secrets because I don't know them.
Well, that's true. Yeah. That may be detrimental to your household. Detrimental to your relationship.
Maybe he's wanted.
Detrimental
by the police.
What about the police?
There's an arrest warrant out for him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's dealing with the wrong people, influence, and all of a sudden these people come to your home.
Yeah, this is lighthearted what we're talking about, but it's true. But it's truth.
Yeah, who is this coming here? You know, so definitely, you want to consider all those things, and his sphere of influence. Who's his friends? Who he associate with? What's his environment is like? Okay, because definitely. If I got a peaceful home, I want it to stay peaceful.
Yeah, I can see you coming back in and he's having a party or having some people over or whatnot.
Like to drink and have a party and stuff, and you come. Who's all these people?
That
in the
is
house?
that you know what you just said. That is something that you need to think about because, as you can see in the clip, he changed his life.
So he said.
So if they're bringing in,
but remember, he said. I can do some things up in here. No, you can't do nothing in my house. I'm letting you know that now.
So if you're running your household a certain way, and you don't want any sinful acts and all these things going on, womanizing and bringing people in our home, you gotta trust and know who you are allowing to come into your environment. Because
let's say we do allow him to stay in the home, you got to set some boundaries. Do's and don'ts. Okay?
Boundaries. People don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear about any boundaries.
You can't be coming in my home any time of the night making noise.
I can't come in my own home any time of the night making noise.
You can't be having parties at my house.
Right.
So you got to set some boundaries on what is acceptable and what is unacceptable, and y'all come to a conclusion and agreement based on those things. Okay. And then if the boundaries are crossed, then what do you do?
Yeah. But here again, where we fail to have these conversations up front, and then they cause issues once we get in. Right. Now they're in.
Because you can't help everybody in the way they want to be helped. Because sometimes the help is enabling and it's not help.
Well, that is true. Yeah. That is true.
Yeah. So you can't help everybody in the way they want to be helped. So I think that's something else we consider as our next point and stuff, right? What are some other ways I can help you without you moving into my home?
Yes.
Maybe
Here
I
again.
can, maybe I can pay a week for you to stay in a hotel or something. Maybe I could do that.
He only needed a couple days.
Well, he
to
lies.
get back
So,
on
he
his
lies.
to get back on his
He lies.
feet.
So I'm gonna give you a week, dude. You get back on your feet, but you can't stay over here.
Yeah, but even still with that, and you dishing out funds, that's a discussion that we need to have.
Yeah, we're not saying that you do it without discussing your spouse. Of course, there's a discussion. In other words, right, when he need help, how are we going to help him? Are we going to allow him to move in? Or are we going to do something else?
So we saw how that conversation happened. So if the best friend came to you like he did without me knowing, how would you have done it differently?
You asking me that?
Yes.
Of course I would have came to you. I said, man, my best friend, Frank, I ain't seen him 20, 30 years. He need a place to stay. What are your thoughts? Okay. Of course, you're going to shut me down.
Well, no, there'll be me.
Yes, you, Charley. You know you're going to shut me down. You can't stay over here.
There'll be conversations, of course. You want to get all the facts before you make quick decisions.
Excuse me? No, you're going to shut it down first. And then I'm saying, well, let me tell you the facts.
Yeah.
Frank need a place to stay. He can't stay over here.
I can help.
Come on, we
lend
being
a
real.
hand.
We being real.
I
You gonna shut it down first, and then you're gonna listen second. Man, come on, Charlie. You know you're gonna shut that down.
Anyway, so yeah, you look at all those things about what's going on, what's really going on with the person, what other things you can do, and it may not just be monetary. I mean, really, what's really going on?
Right. You really want to help.
Okay? I think you can make a better decision on that platform, but you cannot leave other members of the household out. I mean, think about it. We had children running around here.
Yeah, would you invite children in the conversation?
And not necessarily I'm saying that, but I'm just saying just being mindful of who is in the home already, because again, if he's a loose friend,
and wait, hold on, because we need to educate our views. When you say loose, what do you mean?
Out doing whatever you want to do,
loose, y'all.
Yeah, and you have small children or children in the home, teenagers, whatever. The influences that can happen.
Maybe he might be doing drugs, maybe smoking some.
You don't know.
So let's answer a question: should we allow him to move in? Yes or no, Charlie?
Based on
that's a no. That's a no already.
Based on what we discussed. Now, me looking back at knowing the person, if I'm stepping out of it, I don't have a problem.
All right then. So that's a yes for Frank. You can go ahead and move on in, man.
For a couple of days.
Yeah, for a couple of days. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up.
All right, good, great discussion. You know what? And stay tuned because we'll have more topics like this. This is real talk, people, because it happens. It happens daily, All right, so thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you again next week for another exciting episode from RCRC, the Relationship Connection.